2, 1, and we're live! Thank God.
Okay.
You had to make it super awkward. Now you had to join in. Really? Fucking ruined it. Hey, welcome to a brand new edition of the Master Toons podcast. If I was wondering why I'm saying Master Toons, it's because, for those of you wondering where we've been for the past couple of weeks, because there hasn't been that much news for us to work with, so there hasn't been a Toon-based podcast in a while. That's why we've been doing the Heroes one for the past couple of weeks. But anyway, we're back, and with me tonight I have two of my three of our regulars, Ryoga.
Yeah.
Proto.
Yeah, you have to say hi.
Proto.
He muted his microphone. I think he should.
I know. I'm just waiting him to join in the microphone to turn into the opening. Proto.
Just give to the next one.
Okay, and Jacob.
Hello.
And joining us tonight, we have a brand new member, which goes by the name of. I still don't know. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Again, I still don't know. Just say your name for us.
Luciano.
Yeah. Who many of you who are on the Master Toons Offensive page know him as the random guy who comes in every now and then, comments on stuff. Anyway, tonight we have a plethora of news, believe it or not. Zootopia announcing its full-gone cast and what characters they will be playing. Little Witch Alchemena, or how are the
Alchemena?
Alchemena, or what? I don't know how to pronounce. Academia.
Yes, Harry Potter with cute anime girls.
Okay, Little Witch Alchemena, or how? Little Witch. Alchemist. Finally premiering it.
Alchemist.
Little Witch.
Alchemist.
Okay, it's this Harry Potter anime that just premiered in Japan.
There.
Ratchet and Clank finally getting a brand new trailer. Well, it's official trailer, but whatever the fuck. Anyway, we got some new footage and stuff. The Chipmunks joining leagues coming out the same day as Star Wars, and a potential Hasbro clusterfuck. Starting off this, we're going to be talking about the Zootopia news. For those of you who don't know about Zootopia, just go to our previous D23 podcast and you'll understand what we're talking about. But nevertheless, it's a story about a Zootopia. Basically, it's an entire utopia and world based around anthropomorphic animals. It's basically DeviantArt the movie.
I'm pretty excited. Disney hasn't done this anthropomorphic animal thing in a while.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, Great Mouse Detective. I just remember that.
Anyway, and now they have officially announced the voice cast for who's going to be joining us. I'll get it up and I'll lead the Moss 199. Starting off, we have 3 of which were already confirmed. The link's loading. I forgot to have this on standby.
It's an interesting choice for each of the characters.
First off, we have Jennifer Goodwin, best known for Snow White on Once Upon a Time, playing one of the main characters, Judy Hopps.
The small bunny.
Yeah, I'll just let you all just make your own self-groans at how bad these names are. Anyway, as the bunny. We got Jason Bateman as Nick Wilde, the fox.
Main character.
The main character, I believe. Chief Bogo, voiced by Idris Elba.
That's a pretty interesting choice, too.
Mayor Lionheart, voiced by... How do I say this without fanboying? Voiced by goddamn J.K. Simmons.
Oh.
J.K. Simmons voicing the mayor of this thing, and he's a lion.
He has an amazing voice.
You already have my money. You had my money before. Now you're going to take my entire bank account. Next we have Akita as the otter. I forget. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Akita Atanaton Spencer.
Octavia Spencer.
Okay, Octavia Spencer as Miss Otterton. Where the fuck is she from? I'm looking her up right now.
Dude, what the fuck?
Fuck. Okay. Anyway, I'll get to her back then. Officer Claw Hauser, voiced by Nate Torrance. Whatever is another like the cheetah. Jenny State as Bellwether. Mayor apparently a lamb. Tax this hippie goat thing, I think, voiced by Tommy Chong. Bonnie and Stu Hops, Bonnie Hunt and Don Lake.
Yeah, Bunny Hunt as Bunny Hops. It's a bunny. She's probably playing herself.
That part is giving me a legitimate heart attack.
Bunny Hunt.
Oh god, it's so terrible. Anyway, and we have Alan Tedrick as Duke Weaselton. It's better known as the Duke of Weaselton. That's a Frozen joke, in case you didn't get that. What's this guy? Why has this guy been playing nothing but scumbags in all these Disney movies he's been in?
Well, he has the face of a scumbag. True.
And the last couple are Finnick. I think. I actually have no idea what this thing is. I'm gonna quickly. I'm gonna screen share real quick. I'm not sure if this will appear live on the podcast on the thing. Anyway, share. It's this. I have no idea what to classify this as.
Finnick. Well, it's I'm as confused as you. Maybe a small fox.
It might be a fox. It's weird because I think I've seen this type of animal before, but I'm not sure what it was originally called.
Isn't that like? Wasn't that like what is? Oh god, what was Master Chief in Kung Fu Panda? A red panda, I think.
I'm not sure. The ears are too. It might be. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's that guy. He's voiced by Tommy Lister.
Wait, no. Nah.
Tommy Lister. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, I also have the full look. This is the girl who's going to be playing one of the characters. Let's see what she's the best on for. Olivia Spence.
Tommy Lister.
Oh right, she was in the Help.
In the film Friday.
Oh, she's actually been in a good amount of stuff. Oh, that's just great. Halloween 2. What the heck? Huh. Well, anyway, we got her. Then we got this guy, Flash. Get it? He's a sloth. Voiced by Raymond.
I almost read the Pepsi.
I did too. And that's gives them out of the cast and what the type of animal they're going to be playing in the film.
You forgot Shakira.
Oh, Shakira wasn't listed because I think that was already announced. I forget what role she plays in it. Anyway, that's the cast we have. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
On what? On the
cast in general.
On the casting choices.
They're not overusing the puns or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wondering what you guys think of, like, is this a good voice cast? Do you think they're going to do a good job? That's the typical question I like to ask.
J.K. Simmons is obviously going to do a good job.
Oh, yeah, he's J.K. fucking Simmons.
The guy is awesome as a voice actor. So there's no doubt about it. So I'm sure J.K. Simmons is going to do well as Mayor Lionheart.
Shakira is probably going to play like the fashion star or something.
That has little to no voice acting experience, that's become a bit questionable.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like if you're good at an actor, I feel like you can be able to pull off voice acting really well. I think one of my favorite examples of doing that is Ben Kingsley as Archibald Snatcher in my favorite anime movie from last year, the Box Trolls, and that was easily my favorite voice acting.
That would be the case, but there are also some actors who do better on camera than on a microphone. Case in point, Steve Amell and Grant Gustin, got Arrow and the Flash. If you guys have seen the animated miniseries Vixen, which was a spin-off, they did their voice of their characters there, and it was horrendous.
Yikes!
It was bad, really, really bad.
Yeah, but anyway,
it's 10 times worse than when Stephen Amell tried pro wrestling, and he was so bad at it.
Oh God!
Are you serious?
I'm serious. He was at the WWE at SummerSlam, taking on Stardust. He was so bad at it. It was clear he was very, very bad at it.
Okay. I have to see this.
Worse.
Wait, Stardust Crusaders?
Honestly, the only
Jacob.
The only thing I really know about Vixen outside of the character that she's from and the fact that it's connected to the Arrowverse is one clip from it. Check out that hotness. What was that?
Oh man, that was terrible. That was awful. It's awful, awful, awful. So that's why I'm a bit skeptical when you have big name celebrities doing voiceovers because, in part, because most of their experience does come from doing it on camera, but never in front of the microphone. I forgot who played Star Butterfly in Star vs. Evil, but her entire that was her very first voice acting role, and in the first episode, you can instantly tell she was struggling with it.
Yeah.
She's still struggling with it, to be honest.
Simply because of the lack of experience doing it on a microphone. There is a difference doing it on a microphone as opposed to doing it on camera.
Yeah, I agree.
Is the actress playing Bee from Bee and Puppycat also struggling with it?
Yeah, but I need to.
Anyway, back to the. I think we're going off on a bit of a tangent. What are your guys' thoughts on the cast? Do they have so far? Regardless.
Like I said, this is why. Like I said, as far as the casting's concerned, that's where I'm very skeptical whether they will do their roles well. If it's just a minor role, then you probably wouldn't notice it as much.
Yeah.
But if it's something that's really a big role, especially if the person playing it has very little to no experience voice acting, then that can be an issue.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. If it's not something like what happened with the the Ice Age movies.
Yeah. Oh God.
They did the voice actor. Yeah, you can say how that is, but in terms of the voice acting, the guys there, they haven't done voice acting before they did that, but for the most part, they were able to do it very well. So if they can pull off something like that, then yes, I would probably say I would look forward to it. But right now, I'm just skeptical. The only thing I'm looking forward to is J.K. Simmons in his role. Guys?
Yeah, I have something I want to point out about the cast.
Okay, sure.
Do you have the image, the cast of characters that has all the characters in like small squares and stuff? Do you have it?
Yeah.
Like
give me a second. I'll get it up again. Alright, I'm getting it up. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, just assume on the cast of characters, like in Bunny Hunt.
Okay, so basically what he's trying to say is bring out the picture images of the characters and the voices.
Oh, sure. I'll quickly I'll screen share again. Give me a second.
Right. Something like that.
Sorry, I wasn't making myself clear.
All right, give me a second. I'm sorry if we're drawing this a bit out for you guys, but it's telling me we're going to talk about. Can you guys see?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you wanted me to go to these two?
No, it's the one where all the squares.
Oh, okay.
Where they show their human.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, that one. Like Sumo and Bunny Hunt.
Okay, let me see. Bunny Hunt.
They have the exact same eyes.
Holy shit, you're right!
Same sad, that melancholic expression.
Oh my god, they do!
No, they're gonna play their own characters.
Oh my god, that's hilarious!
Oh.
But yeah, Jacob, your thoughts on them?
He's like a nice guy to me. It's again, I noticed that it was primarily consistently of like there was like a handful of rather well-known actors, but most of them are, I guess kind of unknown in the big movie scene. Like I guess similar with like Frozen, where I think a good majority of the cast was whether they like Broadway proteges generally, like.
Yeah, somewhat. I think the only. Actually, I think a good amount of them were actually Broadway. Josh Gad was on Book of Mormon for a good amount of the screenings of that, and what else was there?
I'm totally picturing Andrew Reynolds being in a Disney movie.
Yeah.
He actually did voice acting work. Did you guys know that? He did like fucking
This
stuff
actor
before.
started giving me a food fight vibe. I'm not sure why.
Why?
All right.
That's
Jacob,
all.
you were saying?
Yeah, it looks fine to me. I have no problem with it.
Yeah. As for me personally, I only know about 4 of these actors, or a few of them, or 4 or 5 of them. Idris Elba, Jennifer Goodwin, Jason Bateman, J.K. Simmons, Alan Tudyk, and that's about it. And Jennifer Goodwin, I've seen her on Once Upon a Time, the first season. I thought she was really good. I love Jason Bateman. I love him. J.K. Simmons, I think, is awesome. Idris Elba is just, it's Idris Elba. What more do I need to say? And Alan Tudyk, fun fact, he's actually been in the past, I think, the past decade, no, not the past 2010s, he's been in all of these CGI Disney movies, starting, I believe, with Wreck-It Ralph, and he was the main villain in that as King Candy. It's not really a spoiler, I could say, because you can get an impression he's going to be a jackass for the entire movie from the first.
To be honest, Alan Tudyk more suited to be playing.
Hey, Trevor!
Yeah.
All right, and joining us right now, we have another new guy, Trevor T. Cole, I believe is his name.
Oh,
Yeah, that's me.
All
How
right,
you guys doing?
we're doing good. We're just about to wrap this up. Anyway,
Oh, all right. I'm just in time.
yeah, I meant wrap up this particular segment and not the entire podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, proceed.
All right, so anyway, as for, what was it? Alan Tudyk, he was in Wreck-It Ralph, and he was also the Duke in, I think it was the Duke in Frozen, and I forget what role he played in Big
no,
Hero
that
6.
wasn't that Don Lake.
No, that was Alan Tudyk.
Oh, that one you said he only played scumbags.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Anyway, with that out of the way, and I forget who I wonder if he was in Big Hero 6 and or who he played. I don't know. I think he might have been in there. But anyway, I think this is a good cast. They have my problems more or less lie within what the actual plot and direction they're going to be going in. But so far, I'm mildly interested in it. I just hope that they'll get a trailer soon, and we'll get to see them show off what they're going to be doing with this. But nonetheless, and plus we don't have that long. It's coming out in like March, which is about 5 months away, I believe.
Something like that.
Yeah, let me do my math. Actually.
Yeah, it's October.
Yeah, okay, it's October, so yeah, 5 months. Yeah, I'm good at math.
You
But
can
anyway-
do the mathematics.
Yeah. But anyway, that about wraps it up. Jacob, not Jacob, Trevor, do you have any thoughts on the? Well, actually, I don't think we really care. We're just going off the news announce Zootopia cast. If you care about that.
Oh, who is? Who's like in it?
We got a ton of people. A bunch of them are unknown, but the only one well-known that they just announced are Idris Elba, J.K. Simmons, and a few others.
Oh wow, Idris Elba's always cool.
Yeah. Anyway, that about wraps it up. Now we'll move on to the more... Okay, crap, I just forgot where my... Oh, here's my nose. Now we move on to another anime movie that we recently just got news. Ratchet and Clank, the new movie adaptation, just got its brand new trailer. That dropped about a couple of weeks ago, and it shows off what the plot is going to be. It's basically the first game's original plot, but just taken it in a completely different direction with a couple of twists and turns, make it more cinematic. And we also got to get a bit more of the cast. We got Paul Giamatti as Chairman Drek, I believe is his name.
Chairman, yeah.
And I forget who else they showed up, but they also showed off the original voice actors from the games, and also what type of movie we're going to be getting to. And what are you guys' thoughts on the trailer, and what do you think the movie's going to be like?
It looks like in general.
Yeah.
Really good animation. The jokes were hit and miss, maybe. Some of them hit, some of them not. And the characters all seem to be pretty accurate. How they portray Captain Quark before he became the jackass we know nowadays.
Yeah.
I remember like playing the original Ratchet and Clank games like back when like PS2 was new, and so I was very like, me and my family, like that was kind of like you know, the next console we had like after like N64.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, no, we were digging Ratchet and Clank, but
Man.
so when the movie came out, I was like, oh, nice, this should be nice, but I'm sorry, who was that just saying how the jokes were hit or miss? I felt like the humor, at least in the movie that's coming up, seems very like G rated, whereas I feel like the video game was kind of like T for teen, like it was like it wasn't like nothing like crazy, but it was like slightly mature, like stuff that a teenager could enjoy. Like in Ratchet and Clank, you had like a gun that shot like freaking bombs that turned you into a chicken. Like that's freaking awesome. But it was also tempered with like T language, like they would say crap or like some stuff like that. Whereas, so I was a little disappointed, kind of like to see what tone they're going with. I was kind of like, I wish it was a little more, I wish the jokes were kind of more like what they had in the games versus like what I'm seeing or my first impressions from this trailer.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Jacob, what are your impressions since you just watched it?
Yeah, for me, well, it was a little bit hard to watch considering I had the podcast at the same time. So not only was it kind of going laggy at first. Well, not podcast, just us talking.
Yeah.
Before we started. So not only did I have you could start a little laggy at first. I also was hearing you guys talk whilst I was watching the video. So that was a little bit.
Oops, sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I have no problem with that. I probably should have clicked that anyway. It was weird watching it. I did feel like it looked a lot like the game, so that was a plus, and it was kind of the same sort of game. But at the same time, it almost kind of felt like it was going in a weird, like kind of like that generic CGI animated comedy film for kids. You know, the kind of type, like Underground rises up, like Underground, and nobody appreciates, rises up and takes on the evil baddie. You know, to be fair, that's the whole story of the game.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's exactly what the game was. So
yeah, I mean, and I have no problem against that, but it was like I just noticed that I went, oh my god, it's basically just like a film that maybe Blue Sky would probably do, or Real FX would probably do, something like that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not saying anything bad against those companies. I'm just saying.
I'm not agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. Anything. I feel like you're totally in the right with this. And Jesus, do you have to clap so loud?
Oh yeah, no, my bad.
Oh, it's fine. But anyway, is that all, Jacob? Or
and like I said before we even started, why does Chairman Drek have a...
Yeah, this is something a lot of people are. We've been joking about before we started this. In the original game, Chairman Drek had originally just had like white vacant balls as his eyes, and now in this movie he actually has pupils, and it looks weird.
I think I'm reminded of oh god, who was it? Who was it that had a trailer reaction like Sonic 4 and was like, oh my god, they're using the green eyes! Ah!
Oh no, wasn't it the arms? Wasn't it for the arms? I think.
Oh no, that was Sonic Boom. That was Chris Chan. The game that he was
oh
talking about.
Oh my god, what's wrong with your face?
To be fair, Sonic Boom had way more problems than just the blue arms. The game, I mean, the cartoon was fine.
But anyway, Ryoga, do you have any thoughts on this?
Well, to be fair, I actually never got to play any of the Ratchet and Clank.
And you should.
They're pretty good.
I know. I've actually heard a lot of there are a lot of really great franchises from the PS2 era. Ratchet and Clank, Spyro the Dragon, Sly Cooper. Yeah. So those were really, really great. And Ratchet and Clank, from I do hear it's a good series, but I never really got a chance to play them for whatever the reason.
Do yourself a favor.
On PS2.
Do yourself a favor. Get this. It's only $20. You're getting full games for the price of one.
Collection for the original trilogy. You have the original trilogy, and then you have the Space trilogy, which is on next-gen systems. Well,
But then
Yogi, if it makes you feel any better, I jumped in on the party late. I jumped in on the party late. I think the first Ratchet and Clank game I ever got was, I think it was the PS2 port of Size Matters, which was not a very good port. I'll be really honest here. It was not a very good port, so it was not a good introduction. But then I played the first game, and I liked it fine.
Yeah.
Until
Anyway, Ryoga, back to what you were saying.
And I was saying, because of the fact that I never got to play the Ratchet and Clank games, this is basically a perfect time for me to actually check this movie out and criticize it as a non-fan, because basically, yes, it's a movie based on the video game, but at the same time, it tries to cater for those who are unfamiliar with the game. And the trailer pretty much...
That's why they chose the first game of the original. Yeah. Like, they could have done just the new trilogy, the space one, and the story much more interesting. Like, more darker, more convoluted. Yes.
Yeah.
But they were catering to a younger, newer audience.
That's another. Then from your point, yes, the humor has been toned down. The show is not given a PG-13 rating instead of just given a PG rating, and I can pretty much get why they're doing this, because it is an animated movie, so they wanted to be similar to the many animated movies that are under the PG rating. So you got Shrek.
The first game is much more lighthearted in general.
Right.
I can see that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I feel like going Commando and Up Your Arsenal are much more not say darker, but more
Deadlock,
edgier. Yeah.
No, Deadlock is the edgy one.
Oh yeah. Anyway, they just put their push batteries.
Secret Agent Clank.
Something I noticed about the trailer that I kind of thought was weird, like I think maybe they're doing this, to appeal to that younger audience, but like, having like Ratchet as kind of like this bumbling, like, slapsticky character, like I feel like Ratchet, while he wasn't like, no one like, he was like, the little like fox creature thing, he was still like a pretty self-confident and like, good at what he does type of character, you know what I'm saying?
After he finds out his childhood hero was a fucking sham, he becomes a much better character.
Yeah.
In the newer trilogy. How much he cares about Clank and the others.
Yeah, definitely.
But in the original trilogy, yeah, he's pretty flat and innocent. Just like, I want to be a hero.
Yeah, fuck you off. Anyway, anything else, Ryoga?
Yeah, I was saying, because like that, I never got to play the games. I know I should, but again, it's a good opportunity for me to actually criticize the movie, because this is basically what the movie is catering to, which is frankly those who never got to play the game, and of course for the much younger audience. So whatever it was in the games, it was intentionally toned down. But overall, the way what we've seen the trailer. It is quite impressive, and it has potential to be good. For the most likely to be as good, if not better, than the animated Resident Evil movies they made. No, I'm not saying from
Degeneration, I think it's called.
Yeah, Degeneration. I'm not saying it in terms of what Degeneration had, being the old glory and stuff, but the fact that it's in terms of the content Ratchet and Clank is providing, the tone it's providing, and the overall animation. It's like you're gonna watch you're pretty much guaranteed, not really guaranteed, but a high probability that it's gonna end up being a really, really good film.
Yeah, my personal thoughts on the trailer, I do agree that the humor is a bit off. I didn't find myself laughing a lot. And I do find a few of the casting choices I have a bit iffy, but the thing that gets my attention the most is more or less the animation and how true it stays to the original game, because this is some gorgeous ass animation.
Yeah.
And I'm interested.
Not really to the PS2. Not really true to the PS2 version, but word compared to the PS3 version, that it's spot on. It was just spot on.
Yeah. So anyway, but I feel as if I don't necessarily think this is going to be an amazing movie by any means, but I feel like this seemingly has a lot more effort and passion put into it than half of the fucking video games movies we've gotten for the past
What
like
if they
decade or so.
What if what they wanted was to make a remake of the first game for next gen systems, and then said, why don't we just make a movie out of it too? So at the same
I would be
time,
surprised by that.
they make the game and the movie, so they share the same assets, kinda.
I never thought of
That
that.
would be an
Yeah, it seems
interesting like business tactic for them. Like if you're gonna like
If they're so
reinvigorate.
confident about the game, about of the movie, I don't know. It seems natural.
Can I just ask something? I hope it's not.
And to add a little further, because like you said, the fact that movie adaptation of video games has pretty much gotten a bad rap as of late. The most recent one was the Hitman Agent 47 movie. That didn't, but since Ratchet and Clank is done entirely in animation, it can potentially do better than if it were done in a live action or full CG live
Oh,
action.
and plus, I feel like next year we might be actually getting out of the period of video game movies, thanks to a lot of the upcoming video game movies coming out. Not only from what we've
Like
seen, like some clips of them from what we've seen, like actually look like they're staying true to the games, but actually have actual fucking directors behind them. Like you have the upcoming Assassin's Creed movie. You know who's directing that? The guy who recently did the new Macbeth movie. You know what that movie's holding at? A goddamn 90 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
It's getting critically acclaimed right now. And guess what? You know who's going to be in the new Assassin's Creed movie? Michael fucking Fassbender as the main assassin.
Yes.
What? I didn't know that they were having a movie.
I had
That sounds
Me neither,
sweet.
honestly.
You see
That sounds
this
fucking
all the
sweet.
time
Yeah.
about some company buying the rights for some movie, and it never happens.
Yeah. And also, you have the upcoming World of Warcraft movie. You know who's going to be handling
Oh,
that?
I believe
Duncan
that.
Jones, who previously did Moon and Source Code. I haven't seen Moon, but I love Source Code, and and from what we saw, the Tomicon footage that I saw that was leaked, it looks pretty good. Not great, bit off, for to be honest, because it's weird because it's going like the somewhat realistic with the design and aesthetic of the animation of it. I think it might be fully animated. I'm not sure, but they have like these like you look at the original game and like the character designs are very cartoony, and so when you see them like in realistic form, like you saw in the footage, it looks really weird. It's kind of like seeing like those cartoon realistic pictures you saw on like sites and stuff.
So is the Sly Cooper's movie a thing?
Yeah, I think it was. That just went underground for a while. I'm not sure what
There's
happened.
some clips of it, and I'm not sure if they actually went through with
I
it.
think it's well, actually, fun fact: the director of the Ratchet and Clank movie is actually directing the Sly Cooper movie. So I think working on this
Really?
postponed that project for a
What
while.
about the one with oh god, what was it? Ian James Corlett replacing the voice of Sly
Yes, I
Cooper.
believe so.
Alright. And I don't mind Ian James Corlett as an actor, so I'm perfectly fine with that.
Anyway, I think we've dragged this thing on for too long.
Yeah.
It's one of my
It's amazing what
favorites.
Ratchet and
It's one
Clank
of my
can
favorites.
bring out of people.
Let's go from good to bad.
All right, now let's get
Ah.
the main event of the night. For those of you who are not aware of this, we have not actually talked about this particular project on tonight, or just in general on the podcast, but we have talked about this particular franchise before. For those of you who have been living under a rock or going through a massive blackout and you haven't been near your computer for the past couple of weeks, apparently Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Road Chip, the brand new live-action Chipmunk movie, is
They're
going
making
to be
another.
released. It's been moved forward from its original date of Christmas Day to December 18th. Now, why is that so aggravating? Well, besides the fact that there's going to be a new Chipmunk movie, guess what is coming out on December 18th?
What?
Blood Rain.
I'll give you the smallest little hint. It begins with an S, and it begins with another S. and it's a big revival that. And also, when its newest trailer just dropped, it completely destroyed the internet.
Yeah. Oh my
I know
god.
this one. Sliders.
Star Wars!
Are they really trying to compete with Star Wars?
I wish I was making this
Are
up.
you kidding me? It's on the same day.
I am not making this up. I am sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up. Alright,
Wow.
you heard this right, people.
Well, guess how many people are gonna watch Star Wars instead of that shit?
I'll be one of
I
them.
will say this again.
I didn't even know they had a sequel.
The Road Chip is coming out the same day as Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Wow.
Does Fox just like losing money? Was Fan 4 Stick not a big enough disaster that you just want to say, hey, you know what we should do? We should lose more money. Let's move our money-grubbing horror project on the same day as the thing that will most likely dominate and destroy the box office. Because, hey, that'll make us lose more money and prove how more stupid we are.
And it's even better when you remember that Fox originally technically owned the Star Wars movies for a long time.
So, like, is this like saying, like, hey, joke's on you, Disney, we got Chipmunks, and we're gonna put it against Star Wars. Now we'll see who's laughing now. Why are we so on Star Wars?
And Disney is just going, dude, come on.
I hope it becomes a box office failure. Like a huge...
It will. It's aiming to it. The fucking moons are finally combining to do that. And then finally, we're gonna finally get the call for blood we've been asking since 2005.
7. I should know. I was 9. I was a dumbass kid, and of course I saw that goddamn movie. I saw both of them in the theater, and I know about these movies. I've suffered through them. I've actually thought about them long and hard. Looking back at them, I say, why in the fuck did I watch these? Because I was a stupid kid. Now, as a 17-year-old guy, I get to watch this thing crash and burn in the most glorious fashion.
I'm gonna have to.
Hey man, let's go to the movies to see Star Wars: The Force Awakens Episode 7 that we've been waiting for so many years. Nah, let's go watch Chipmunks instead.
Yeah.
Guys.
I should have to say this. What are you guys' thoughts on this thing?
Well, same as you, I wanted to crash and burn.
Jacob?
So they never make another Chipmunk movie again.
You know,
I also want the whole Chipmunk concept to die.
Yeah.
The whole franchise. God damn it.
I can only think of one group of people that would be watching Alvin and the Chipmunks over Star Wars Episode 7, and if you've ever been on Twitter, you probably know who it is.
People who have been living under a rock.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no. Well, yes.
That small percent of people who haven't watched Star Wars and are not excited about.
Oh god, I know where this is going. Just say it, Jacob.
The stupid fucking people that made that boycott Star Wars 7 hashtag.
Oh no.
Wait, there's people dissing Star Wars?
Yeah, no, I thought that was the stupidest thing ever.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
Okay, get a load of this. So evidently, there's a group of people that noticed that the main characters happen to be racially and sexually diverse. You know, like there's a black guy, there's a girl.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Don't tell me they're dissing Star Wars because the main character is a black guy.
John Boyega, a great actor, by the way.
Promoting white genocide. I gotta believe I'm making this stuff up, but that evidently, like George said, I don't even have the talent to.
This is fucking sad.
Freaking freaking boycott. I guess we're just gonna completely forget about James Earl Jones. We're gonna completely forget about Samuel L. Jackson. We're gonna completely forget that George Lucas himself is married to a black woman. But you know,
Can't forget Bill. Oh God.
no. Billy D. Williams. Billy D. Williams is the one black man in the universe. All right, there's one, and it's Billy D. Williams. All right, that's it.
You cannot.
I hope there's some kind of transsexual character in the movie, so not only do they feel even more shame for watching it, and
Naturally,
Yeah.
when that
Let's
hashtag
put
came out,
Bruce
they
Jenner.
decided to use it as a middle
Oh,
finger
God.
to people
Oh,
that hate African
Kylo Ren, like he removes the mask and surprise.
It's Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh.
It's Caitlyn Jenner. Surprise, motherfucker.
She's the one who destroys that new Death Star, like in the TIE Fighter.
Just looking at the Vader mask, like
Can I just say one thing?
I will finish what you started.
Well, it's pretty.
I have two things to say when I
general,
first found out about the
Jacob,
hashtag.
let's let Jacob talk.
I had two things that I thought of when I found out about that hashtag and the news surrounding it. First off, today on God damn it, white people, and I'm a white person, so I second of all, this is why social justice warriors exist.
Trevor, you want me to turn the music down?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, I said today on damn it, white people. Second of all, this is why social justice warriors exist. It's because of people like these.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, Proto, you're the one who wanted to talk about this the most. So please, steal the show. Let me get my popcorn.
We're talking about the
Make up
boycott
for me.
Star Wars Episode 7 bullshit, aren't we?
Continue. We have to come on.
That's right.
I've been waiting all week for that.
This is gonna become unsurprising to all of you, but I'm gonna quote myself on this one. I don't give a shit of what these motherfuckers do. I really don't care. Let me enjoy what I want, and that's it. I don't care if you're trying to boycott Star Wars for dumb reasons. You're gonna get
Yes.
yourself some ass whooping. So I don't care.
I meant about the Chipmunks, but that works too.
We can just go Star Wars in peace and forget about Chipmunks.
I'm mad about a lot of things. That's about the point.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Pro, do you want to take the scene and talk about how dumb Fox is right now? Please.
Dumb, more like Darth Mercy killing the fucking Chipmunks, and for me that's a thumbs up because I'm tired of that franchise. I want that franchise to go fuck itself. If you guys seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about.
The Nickelodeon.
Actually, when you stop and think about it, Fox putting this in front of, putting it alongside Star Wars, is probably a good thing because it's basically a mercy killing.
Practically.
It knows, like they knew, like it's actually good to those that hate Alvin and the Chipmunks, so they can just see it burn in the 80s. Good on you, Fox.
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really?
Really badly.
That was my best Gerald Low, everyone.
We shouldn't be mocking Fox. We should be thanking them.
And I am
That's a good
taking
point.
it.
What if it's a cry for help from the? I don't know. They were forced to make another movie, and they're just putting it that time slot, so they really just don't want to make another one. Whoever is in charge of it.
All right, Trevor, your opinions on this, or Ryoga, anyone?
On just Fox's scheduling decision.
Yeah, scheduling decision.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm a little like puzzled by their motivations behind that. You know, like what do they stand to gain, and like what do they stand to lose versus like keeping its like initial Christmas Day release. You know,
They're giving up.
I mean,
They're just giving
Christmas Day, like that's when all like the Jewish families are gonna be out in the theaters and stuff. So, like the 18th, who's gonna be out there the 18th? Star Wars fans.
That's true.
You don't know. Main target audience of Chipmunks, Jewish people.
Jewish chipmunks.
Maybe they have a lot of Jewish jokes.
Jewish Moses.
So when I walk into like an Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, there's just like a ton of rabbis.
Worst bar mitzvah
I get
ever.
really offended, and was the only audience they ever had.
We don't believe that Chipmunk Jesus was the Son of God, but we believe he was a prophet.
And then
Oh man, Chipmunk.
the Chipmunk Israelis took over Squirrel Palestine.
Oh man.
Ryoga, you have anything to say?
Alvin's an atheist.
I was about to say something, but you guys were talking so much, it kind of messed up my thoughts. So
Oh, that's fine, man.
I'm going to put out on this one.
It was too funny.
I'll probably do my commentary on my own podcast once I get my train of thought back. So,
Okay.
guys.
Anyway, yeah, that was a thing that's going to be happening. I don't know. I'm just waiting for just to see what the massive reaction is, like, of just like seeing that movie. Like, I want to see how much money that movie's gonna make. I predict like 0. Like, it doesn't even crack the top 10. It's like just above, below, like one of the worst domestic openings of the year. The $10 says this movie makes less than Fan 4 Stick. Just saying that now.
Let's hope.
It makes less than Oogie Love.
That would be amazing if it somehow tops Ogie Loves for the worst domestic opening in the history of film.
That would be awesome.
That would be glorious. Oh my god.
It'd be like this big cataclysm. It's like you're just seeing like this big crater, and down below there's some road shit.
Let's move on to some somehow even dumber news. Due to the recent release of the brand new Gem and the Holograms movie, which is getting fantastic reviews. I'm talking like best of the year level reviews, and just currently just dominated the box office, toppling Jurassic World with the biggest domestic opening of all time. And I'll just cut the bullshit. The movie is flopping horribly, got terrible reviews, and now apparently Hasbro is trying to figure out what to do with it.
Wait, so it came out?
Yeah, it came out.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh wow!
I think a lot of people are like me. I completely forgot that movie was even existed.
I remember it existed, but I thought it wasn't coming out till like next year or something.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, I just didn't care enough to find out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this up front in terms of critically and commercially, and I told George this. It ain't no gem.
But anyway, this leads me to what Hasbro plans to do with it, and what I think was a rumor, or just something that they just threw out for the sake of throwing out. Apparently, they saw, since the director of it actually did one of their movies, G.I. Joe Retaliation, I'm not fucking joking, look it up. They apparently think it's a great idea to not only have a brand new crossover with Michael Bay's Transformers franchise and the current G.I. Joe franchise, but they also want to have a crossover with both of them and Gem.
I saw that, and I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Whenever I watch
I wrote
Gem,
this message on my iPhone. You don't mind if I turn on my camera so
Sure,
I
go
can
nuts.
show it to you?
well, I want to say something. Whenever I saw Gem, and they talked about the hologram thing, I always said, well, how cool would it be if they used the hologram like to fight and stuff?
That actually would be cool.
You don't know.
Well, I mean, they sort of fought in the cartoon. I used to watch that cartoon back when it was on the Hub. Like, the Hub would late at night play those old 80 cartoons. and I would watch it. No, it was like entertaining in a really weird way.
I'm looking at Jacob's question now.
What? It was entertaining in a weird way. That's like all I can say. Like it was like I liked watching it and being like, oh my god, this is what they watched in the '80s, and I could just like it's like, oh shit, like those fucking misfits are bitches. Like they're just
like weapons and armor with the.
But they would fight like bad people, not like they weren't the Power Rangers, but like if there was a criminal or some dude like doing some stuff he wasn't supposed to do, they would like find him and like they would. What I'm saying is there were action scenes,
Yeah.
So like that's not too far off. What you're saying isn't too far off from like it wasn't just like I'm Jim and we're a band and I'm like Rich. It was like we also like kind of fight evildoers in our area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Just go full on Steven Universe when the crossover arrives.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Don't worry, it's not canon, but this is a canon. And then it hits the ship with
Uncle Grandpa.
and
Oh my god, I was dying when that happened.
But anyway.
No. That might have irritated some
I'm just gonna say it.
fans, but frankly, I got a good kick out of it.
Yeah, I love that episode. But anyway, back to this. Okay.
I'm wondering.
I am being completely serious with this. I would actually watch this if it's actually real. Like,
I would
am dead
too.
serious.
I would too. I have hopes for it.
I mean, you'd have to like see it.
This will either be amazing or amazing for all the wrong reasons.
Is it going to be animated or live action?
I don't know, but they apparently just want this thing to happen, and if done right, it could be the greatest thing to ever happen in the history of everything.
Well, all those movies are live action, so I mean, if they were to have a crossover, it'd have to be live action.
No. If they make it live action, then they're gonna use the gems from the movie.
I think that's part of the reason why they want to do this thing.
That's what, yeah.
So,
I mean, you'd have to see it. It's like when you hear about a like disgusting flavor ice cream, you still want to try it to see like what it.
Shattered now. No, they're not gonna do something cool with the holograms. They're not.
You know what? I think this movie, if it gets made, might be the first time I ever go to a midnight screening of a film. Because I want to see this like the moment it comes out. Like this needs to be like
Somebody will leak it.
God damn it! They don't have midnight screenings here. I hate
that. I wonder if Hasbro is like, I mean, trying to take a leaf out of like Marvel's, because this is like 3 different teams. Like they're trying to be the Avengers, They're trying to be the Avengers right now.
The toy and board game extended cinematic universe.
Pretty much, and like they're gonna watch. They're gonna have. If that crossover movie works, then they're gonna add like Rainbow Bright. They're gonna add He-Man. They're gonna add She-Ra. And think about movies with all of those. That actually would be cool.
Oh my god, this is like the greatest idea ever.
What if it just ends up being the Transformers settle their differences with G.I. Joe so they can help the Gems prepare for a concert?
I would still watch that! That would be hilarious!
Oh man!
Oh god!
Yes. Yes. Directed by Michael Bay and Michael Bay's son.
Oh god.
Now I'm thinking of 2 things that would be added to this. Obviously, since it's Hasbro, although actually maybe not. Maybe this would be a bit too much for them. Imagine if they threw My Little Pony in there.
Well, My Little Pony's too big. My Little Pony's too big.
Yeah, that's probably the.
My Little Pony can't cross over. Like you just get subsumed into their universe.
Why can't they just Transformers?
And then when because they provided some songs on the Transformers soundtrack. For some reason, I thought Linkin Park doing the soundtrack. I don't know why. That just sounds weird now. Now I think about it.
Be honest.
No!
When you watch a
What gave you that
Transformers
idea?
when you watch a Transformers movie, do you even think about this soundtrack?
That's a good point.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I
It
thought the
always
soundtrack were
uses
interesting.
some
I just think
generic
about
song.
Megan Fox's tits.
I just think,
I mean,
like, oh my
this
god, fucking end, I'm
I
so
think oh my
bored.
god, stop exploding.
Revenge of the Fall, it had Nickelback on the soundtrack, for God's sake. It had Nickelback. It was already
on
kind
the Transformers soundtrack.
Oh my god. I only pay attention to soundtracks when they're actually really good. Like, again, I keep going back to this movie. It Follows, my favorite soundtrack of the fucking year. So it's like a mix of John Carpenter and Silent Hill. It's fucking amazing.
Wow. I fucking hate it when people say like, oh yeah, this movie has some really great soundtrack and it's all licensed songs.
Yeah.
God damn it.
The only time I seen
That's
that
not a good
work,
soundtrack.
the only time I seen that working is in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh
Ironically,
yeah, that was amazing. I want to watch
example.
the movie twice just for that part.
I'm trying to think of other soundtracks that might have used that technically.
I will always admit I kind of have a soft spot for the the soundtrack of Napoleon Dynamite. I don't know why. It's just it's just kind of nice sounding, you know.
Oh, Pulp Fiction. That's another one I use a lot. It's like quiet songs from that kind of
Getting
era.
back to the topic at hand, how do you think that Transformers would connect with something like Gem and the Holograms?
Oh god, I have no idea. I think
What
it would be
kind of-
hilarious if like there's like no introduction or reason for why they're there. They're just like
They're
opening
just
scene.
happy.
They're just there.
I
Like,
wanted to just call my friends, and Optimus Prime just breaks the wall, and Autobots learn how to sing.
oh my god, this is the greatest idea I've ever heard in my life. oh my god, I can't stop laughing.
And then you start going for the backup dancing.
oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just thought of it. The Transformers and Jam have to compete with the G.I. Joe crew as like a battle of the bands, Scott Pilgrim style.
Oh, okay, now that would be awesome.
Oh my god, this needs to be a real movie. Someone make this happen, please. oh my god, wow. Oh my god, wow.
Get on it.
Continue.
Yeah.
Jacob?
Well,
It can happen.
that happened.
Yeah, wow.
Well, now I got my new favorite movie idea.
Yeah, me too. But anyway, anything else to say, really?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be honest here. I may actually watch over Star Wars Episode 7.
I actually would too.
Like if that came out the same day, I'd be like,
I'd be like,
I wouldn't risk that. I wouldn't risk that. At least I know I'm gonna get badass lightsaber choreography in Star Wars.
yeah.
I really don't know what I'm gonna get out of that Gem crossover thing.
Yeah. But anyway, Trevor, you got anything else to say about this?
night.
Well, that's wonderful. Very insightful too.
Night.
Yeah, just no.
Yeah. Trevor, anything else before we close this off? And he's gone. Anyway, let's finally move on to our last bit of news for tonight. For those of you who haven't heard of this, there's actually I'll let Lugano. I'll let you introduce it. Luciano. I'll let you give us some info on this. Mind telling us about Little Witch?
Oh, Little Witch Academia.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second, not really over. Second movie of Little Witch Academia aired recently on Japan, and they're fucking loving it. They're fucking loving it. So there's a high chance that it can become its own full-fledged series, or they can just make a third movie.
And I'm fine with either. I really am.
I loved Little Witch Academia, both 1 and 2.
Same. In fact, I'm just going to be ballsy, no matter how controversial it might be. If I'm not sure if I want to, I've been on the fence about counting it as an animated feature since it's only under 50 minutes. I wish it wasn't, but I would actually call the second one my current favorite animated thing to come out of 2015. I am dead serious.
I'm with One Punch Man for that thing.
Yeah, definitely. But
One Punch Man is the greatest. It's probably number one like right now for me.
Yeah, it's number one for
like
me.
right now, currently for like finished anime, I'm kind of thinking like both ongoing anime right now and completed ones. Completed for me right now, my favorite is Full Metal Alchemist 2003. Now I haven't seen Brotherhood all the way through anyway.
One more thing.
I haven't seen Brotherhood all the way through.
I really want Little Witch Academia to become its own series, but it's so well animated. And the reason it's so well animated is because it takes about, 2 months, 3 months, a lot of time for it to be ready.
Yeah.
So if they make an actual full-fledged anime, the animation quality is gonna go down eventually.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not sure I want that. But then we also have the possibility of a bigger story and bigger world.
Yeah.
Just more stuff in general. So it's quality.
Well, I feel like, yeah, I definitely agree, and I feel like, I personally feel like a full-fledged series. I would love that, and the animation studio did Trigger. Did beforehand. Gurren Lagann. I don't know.
Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann. I've heard good things about. Yeah. Gaina. It's one of the first animes. I haven't seen it. I'm going to be watching it soon, though.
The thing is, people from Gainax left Gainax to make Trigger.
I want to say something. I was looking through Master Toons Assembled just earlier, and I found a clip of I think it was the Battle Swords thing from Toy Story at the time. I forgot that Trigger actually animated. You know what I'm thinking of?
What?
It's just a clip of the Battle Swords thing from Toy Story that time forgot. Toys that time forgot. Anyways, and I'm reminded of when Disney teamed up with Bandai to create that weird Mickey Mouse Voltron thing.
Oh.
And they were saying, like, if this sells well, we can make an anime series out of that. And I'm seriously thinking, oh my god, Trigger doing a Mickey Mouse mecha series? That would be awesome.
That would be excellent.
Isn't Miraculous Ladybug, I think, isn't that like a Disney property too?
At Nickelodeon.
So.
Yeah, Disney, Nickelodeon, and some Japanese studio, maybe.
I think it's French, actually, or Korean.
Yeah. It's like French. Japanese, I think Korean as well.
So it's a similar situation, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a not first thing, but Disney teaming up with Japan.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Little Witch. The studio animation Trigger.
They're big fans of traditional animation too.
Yeah, and I feel like I go back to the series I recently watched for them. This is the only series I finished from them aside from Little Witch, and that's Kill la Kill. And I'm gonna be blunt about this. This is single-handedly one of the. This is my current favorite anime I finished all the way through. I haven't seen many, but I sat for this entire thing like in under 6 days, and I fucking adored every single minute of it. It's one of the best. It's one of the best told stories I have ever seen. Ever. The animation.
Kill la Kill.
Right?
I have not. I want to though.
You haven't seen Gurren Lagann?
I said I will. I said
watched Kill la Kill?
I've seen.
You need to watch Gurren Lagann.
I will.
I compare.
Okay.
Let me show you something.
Okay, I'm gonna show you something. See up here? All my current bookmarks. Okay, give me a second. Right here? Okay, let me just open a new tab. See here? I actually had the link for it.
What's up?
Right here.
Oh.
Give me a second, give me a second.
Maybe.
See? Girl got whatever the bounce it right here.
Yeah.
I'll watch it immediately after we're done with this podcast. Does that sound good to you?
Okay, but you have to do it in one sitting.
Okay, fine.
Once.
Anyway,
Uh,
and also, I feel like the animation in that show is jaw-dropping beyond belief, and that's a 25-episode-long series, counting the somewhat finale of it. And I feel like if they wanted to make a Little Witch full-fledged series, I feel like they would have to do the same thing they did with the movie. And do shorts they have, which is take their time, animate them all, cut them up a bit, add transitions here and there, and have it be a full-on 25-minute series, like similar to what Netflix does with their series. They have like all the episodes recorded, just drop the entire season out for people to watch and like binge on stuff like that. I feel like that's the best benefit if we want to do a full series. If they want to do a movie, that's good as well.
you're
But
gonna
my
make
only
a third movie.
yeah, but my only request is this: make it over an hour long, because that way I can actually qualify it as a feature film.
Oh yeah, it's true because it's that long now. If they're making an animated series, it's not a loss either. There's a lot of potential here. I'm interested in their world,
Same.
their story, what happened.
Yeah, it's one of the most unique and really interesting takes up on magic I've ever seen, like in any form of entertainment. I feel like it's
I love their ones. The
Same.
designs of ones.
I remember watching Little Witch Academia. However, I'm not completely sure with how much of there is, because I feel like there was like a short. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but was there a
short? The first one is a short, and the second.
How long is the first one?
30 minutes, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
half an hour.
Right. Okay. So I definitely watched that one, and now they just had a second one, and
You have to watch the second one. It's
okay.
so much better.
Okay, because I remember, but there was nothing else. Like, did they have any sort of like comic? Because I remember like watching that first one. I was kind of like looking for like more, you know.
No. Sadly, I was also desperately looking for more, but nothing.
Yeah.
But the second one's pretty cool, though. How long is that?
50 minutes.
Okay, that's pretty nice.
If only it had been 10 minutes longer, I can actually qualify as an actual film, and I can put it on as number one on my best of 2015 list.
They introduced a lot of new, very cool characters too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they'd have to, you know.
Plus, what I love about the series as well is how relatively simple it is. Like, there's no overcomplicated, massive plots going on. There's no massive equals either. It's just.
I'll probably watch it tonight. Like, I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, there's just a simple story of three witches causing hijinks with each other, and it's wonderful. I love watching.
Yeah, no, and I love the animation in the first one. You know, like it's a very nice and visually appealing style.
Yeah. Jacob, you have anything to say?
Like I wrote, I haven't seen Little Witch. That's the big problem. I really need to, obviously, because
open a book right now and look there.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Say it again.
I haven't seen Little Witch. That's the big problem.
Say that again.
I haven't.
So,
Go on. Say it again.
I wrote it down, okay?
Seriously, go on.
Okay. I haven't seen Little.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
You might want to see it.
like someone is making popcorn in the background.
Obviously.
Anyway, I'll just sum it up. Just watch it now. Otherwise, I'm putting on just pulling that scene from Pulp Fiction on your ass.
Clearly.
Anyway,
say what again?
Anyway, that's summing up. I'm fine if they do either. I really am. I just want more of the series. I love both shorts. Again, I wish I could count the second one as a full animated movie because I would easily put it in my number one, and even in my top 5 favorite movies of the year so far. I'm dead serious. I put it up there with Mad Max Fury Road and It Follows, to be perfectly honest. And I want to see more from this franchise. I'm thoroughly. It's weird because I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've never been particularly into anime, and I think like part of the reason why is because I've always felt like some of the styles I watched when I was younger through anime, which was mostly through Ghibli movies and some reruns of Pokemon and CN. I know I'm gonna get crucified for this, but I always felt like the animation was pretty bland. It just
What?
not
By Ghibli?
Well,
Pokemon
with the exception of
You thought Spirited Away was bland?
Yeah.
Mononoke, I just found like
What?
somewhat. I
I
haven't
was
seen
kind
much.
of define anime as this as a kid. It was always like they opened their mouths like puppets. Like they would just go, like it would just be like up and down. There was no.
Yeah,
very little else.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like a stylistic choice for a lot of animes,
That
though.
happened with Pokemon a lot.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, don't be lip reading anime because all you'll be getting is.
And so, anyway, one of the things that actually got me back into anime was my friend Oscar, who has been on our podcast beforehand, and he recommended the original Little Witch, and said, "Hey, I think you might like this and might help you get more into anime." And it did. I loved that, and I went on to watching. I watched a few episodes of Space Dandy. I haven't finished it though. Watched a few episodes of Death Note. Couldn't get into those a bit. I like them both, but I just never found like anything progressive and watched them. Then I went on to Kill la Kill, which my friend Tommy wanted me to watch, who's been on the podcast as well. And again, I finished
If you like Space Dandy, you should definitely watch Cowboy Bebop too.
Oh, I will. I've been wanting to.
Oh,
yeah. And
Samurai Champloo is another good one.
Oh yeah, it's from the same guy, and he
sweet.
has a really nice style.
Yeah. And so I just found like all of those animes I just listed off more visually appealing, to be honest, and it gets more of my attention.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I feel like a lot of
You'll probably love everything
Just,
by
more- I feel like
stuff.
the best way you can catch my attention, get me interested in finishing your show or movie, is you have to immediately sell me on what you're trying to do within like the first 5 or 10
Like
minutes.
the opening, the opening thing.
Yeah. And that's what I feel like a lot of the stuff I couldn't really finish just didn't catch my attention that much. With some of these shows I'm currently watching, and I'm going to be watching soon, I feel like they're going to get me more into anime. And I'm also, Oscar's been recommending some anime movies for me to watch, so I'm going to go doing those as well. And I'm looking forward to it, and I really want to see, I just want to see more from Trigger. I want to see them do more work. I want to see them make more Little Witch.
Trigger hasn't done much, really.
Yeah. It sucks. I really wish they would.
They have, but everything that they've done is just been like a hit. You know, they're kind of like Pixar in that aspect, where like almost everything they produce is just automatic hit, even though it's so little.
I'm kind of just foldering on through Sword Art Online, which I got a comment recently which said, "Did you just take a break from the series forever?" And that's, honestly, it's been relatively positive, but I am noticing a lot of problems.
Out of what?
Sword Art Online.
Look what I found. My cat was trying to get out. Yeah, little girl, you're on live.
Okay.
And she I'll just let her go now.
I just like to say that I thought Sword Art Online was like terrible.
Give me a second.
Wait, which one?
Sword Art Online, like I was very disappointed, and like I feel like when I first started watching it,
I got pretty excited with the first episode though.
the first episode was really good. Like I got excited.
Holy shit, this is so cool! And then
The first episode, and then like it's like, all right, you're like in a life or death situation, trap. You gotta fight if you want to get out of here. Fucking get beastie as fuck. But then after that, it was like, oh no, like completely like 180 into freaking harem anime. Like Oh no, I have like 5 girlfriends. And it's like,
Oh no, I'm waiting.
what
Here's
happened?
my thing for me. It didn't.
I
It
don't like
didn't
my
go.
friends.
Like
I don't
when
like
I first
the
watched
only
it,
friend I've
first
ever
time-
had in this game anymore.
Okay, first off, yeah, that's pretty disappointing. But for me, it didn't get. When I first watched it didn't get bad until the fairy dance part. If you ever
Oh
saw
god.
that.
Hey, just FY though, it was great talking to you guys, but I gotta go.
Oh, it's
Gotta
fine,
play,
man. I was about to wrap it up
now.
anyway.
But this was great. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. It's always great to have new people.
All right, then y'all take it easy.
Oh, and I remember when I was
Leaves
a
the three
guy.
of us. And I think that's about enough for tonight. Final thoughts on this?
I'm really hoping they do something special with the crossover thing.
Yeah. And I'm
Keeping
hoping.
my fingers crossed with that.
Yeah. And with this, I just hope. I just hope they pull through. I hope they find good success because I feel like these are guys I really appreciate. I've only seen a small amount of their work, but I feel like they're up there with some of the best. They're up there with like Leica for my current favorite animation studio, and I'm excited to see what they do next. I really am. I don't care what it is, whether it be a new Little Witch, or something completely different, a new adaptation. I don't care. I just want to see more from them because I love their style. I love their humor. I love their writing. I like what they do, and I feel like they can do a lot of. They can have a lot of potential in them that they could let go and express more in the coming future. And I just hope they actually do it. Jacob.
There's much more Gynax stuff, man. Because Trigger are just people that left Gynax.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna make one more religious chipmunk joke.
Oh god.
The chipmunks died for their own sins.
Oh god.
The chipmunks died for their own sins.
Yep. Anyway, I think that's enough for tonight. Boy, this has been quite the podcast. We're almost insane, I think, so far. But, yeah, I think this was a good one. So this has been the Master Toons podcast with me, your host, George Baum, and tonight we had a lot of people, but they just left, and now it's just the three of us. And we had...
All by myself.
We had, Ryoga, Trevor, Frodo, and they left, and I don't know what their final thoughts are, but you probably know where to find them. As for me, you know where to find me, and you guys will know where to find you. Actually, I forgot, Luke, I'm just calling Luke. Where can we find you? That's one of the things we do at the end of this podcast.
I'm on Facebook. What?
Yeah, that's about it. We just want to know where we can find you, if we can stay in contact or something, and just in general.
No, I'm on Facebook.
Okay, good. So yeah, that has been the Master Tunes podcast, and see you next week. Potentially, depending on the news, and see ya.
Bye-bye.